Hi guys, welcome back to Miss Jojo Twin. Sorry I haven't done a video in quite a while. I've just been a little bit lazy, not been bothered to clean my room or been quite busy. So I finally cleaned my room, so I decided to do a video. And I'm going to be doing 4 videos very soon that link to each other, which is a sort of a series as such. And they're going to be based on the books of Eragon, which is my Christopher Palloni. And it's I'm going to be based on the dragons, because the dragons are Saphira, who's a dark blue sapphire dragon, Glaedr, which is a gold and black dragon, Thorn, which is a red dragon, and Phiff, which is a green dragon, which I haven't finished that book off yet, the last 4th one, so if anybody knows it, don't tell me anything, I don't know yet. But I can base it off the front of the books, which I'll have a picture somewhere about a place you can see it. But this look is based on Glaedr, and this is the front cover of Glaedr on the front of it. So this is that look. If you do like sort of Harry Potter books, a bit more fantasy, maybe Twilight books, I would advise you reading these books because I've really enjoyed it and I like those type of books. So if you like this look, just keep on watching, and thanks for tuning in again. So first of all, I'm going to start off with using my Revlon Colour Stay in Ivory, and this is for almost dry skin. And I'm going to be using my beauty blender to put this in. Didn't really like this foundation with a foundation brush, didn't really work, but with this beauty blender, which has been raved all in America, and I got it from America from eBay, it's really good in this sponge. So I've got some on there, so what I'm going to do is just dab it around my face. But simply just dabbing it all over the skin and blending it into the skin. There are pros and cons with this sponge. I got really excited. One, it's really expensive, so I wasn't sure if it was worth the hype. I got this a while ago and I tried filming it for you guys, but realised I looked a little bit pink. This seeps colour a bit, and the first time I used it I looked quite pink, and I thought it was the lighting, but no, it was just the sponge leaking colour. So that if you do get one of these, make sure you wash it a few times before you use it. But other than that, some of the foundations which I didn't really like using foundation brush or using my fingers really works with this, like the one I'm using now. I don't know why, what makes a difference, but I like it. So now going into my MAC NC15 Studio Finish Concealer, just with my fingers. My fingers are clean, I'm just going to dot it underneath and where I need it. So mainly around my eyes, where I get quite bluish circle because of my skin tone. So I'm just blending that lightly with my ring finger because it's the lightest finger. And then I'm just going to go over my beauty blender to make sure that it's all blended in, and it's got 2 sides on it so the cone side can really get into the eye area. So now going in with my MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in light to medium. Should have really got light, it's a tiny bit too dark for me, but it works when I've got the foundation on. So just with a fluffy brush, just place not too much, but this foundation is a little bit, it doesn't set very easily, so I do like putting a tiny bit of product over it just to set it. And now I'm going to contour. So I'm going to go in with my angled brush, just here, and I'm going to go into Hoola by Benefit and just contour down my cheeks. Tiny bit on top of my forehead, going down to the cheeks. So as you can see, I've done one eye already, the golden black look, and I'm going to zoom you in a bit more just to the other eye. Right, what I'm using is a lip brush, just that one there, and I'm going to go in with Maybelline's Eye Studio Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner, and just add in a tiny bit on, and this is the most fussy bit and a little bit more awkward. So I'm going to be using a little mirror with my sleek palette and just fill in the eye. Eyelid just going up just above the crease, not much higher. So now I've done that, it's quite messy. I'm going to go in with a blending brush. So I've got this crease brush and just going along the edges, just blending that out a bit. Not to worry if it's a little bit messy, there's colour going over this, but this is just to get rid of the harsh line on the top. So now I'm going to go in, not with that, just a flat brush. This is by Ruby Millie, so they don't do it anymore, but it was in a set and it's a really nice brush. And I'm going to go away apparently. I'm going to go in with the Naked palette by Urban Decay, and I'm going to go into this gold colour here, and this is called Half Baked. So again, I'm just going to concentrate in the mirror because it's a little bit too far away, and just placing that all over the eyelid where the black is. I'm leaving a tiny bit of the gaps so the black can sit up there as well, but mostly on the eyelid the gold's going to go. I'm just going to add a bit more to really deepen it out. And I'm going to put a pop of a more pigmented gold on, which is my MAC stack, which came out of the Surf the Ocean collection. Just go in the centre just to brighten that up. But you use whichever gold you got, and you don't have to put the black on underneath, but I've decided to because Glaedr looks a bit more black underneath and then gold on top. So just in the centre, I'm just putting that a bit more of that pigmented gold that looks a bit more wet. And by the way, I'm probably going to have to do the concealer again, so don't worry if you make a mess, just go over with concealer a little bit later. Now with a fluffy brush, I'm going to go into a nude colour, so I'm going into my Sleek Au Naturel palette and using this colour here. And this is just a nudie brown that looks a bit darker on my skin because I'm so pale, so use a little bit of a dark one because I can't imagine everybody being as pale as me. So this is going where the top bit of the gold, the black went earlier, and going up towards the eyebrow, but not all the way up. But Glaedr's got a tiny bit of like a brown shade here. I don't know if that's shadowing in the picture, but this also makes the look a little bit more wearable and not so just black on the eye. Once that's blended in, I'm going to go in to a black in the Au Naturel palette again by Sleek. I'm going to be using this black here, and with a pencil brush I'm just going to be placing that bit just on the outer corner. With this I'm going to try and wing it out quite high so the black really stands out. So put a tiny bit of product on and then start moving it up. Don't put the product on where you want it to be because I'm going to be blending it and it's going to move up anyway. So put it really tight to the crease and then start moving the brush so it starts moving it round. So again with the fluffy brush that I used earlier, I'm just going to be blending that in. So the movements are up, so going towards the eyebrow that way, and then across slightly along the top. I'm not bringing in the shadow too much here, I want to kind of concentrate on the outside. And then with the pencil brush that I just used, I'm going to be bringing that colour slightly down just on the outer third of my eye, not much further in. And again with the same blending brush I was using, just blending that a little bit underneath. I'm going to be also going back into the sort of matte-ish, lightish brown I used, just underneath so it's not too heavy. Then one last thing for the underneath is just a shimmery pale gold eyeshadow. I would show you on this one, I've broken it slightly. I don't know if you can see that was crumbled. It's just in a sleek palette called Storm. It's this colour here. It's just a shimmery light colour, so to lighten the inside of the eye. So just placing that where the tear duct area. So now I'm happy with that. I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner, and this is my Super Liner by Loreal, my favourite eyeliner, and I bought a new one finally. So looking down into a mirror, just a thin line, nothing too much, and start drawing little short lines until they connect. And when you come to the outer, just a slight flick outwards. I'm going to go back in with the pencil brush just to blend that slightly in, that flick in, because I don't want it too prominent, but I want it to lift the eyes. So just to clean the top edge, I'm just going to go into this colour here, and this is in the All Natural palette, and it's a creamy white colour, just to clean up just under the eyebrow and to slightly highlight and bring it down by the nose, just to clean up any of those areas and slightly blend them out. So now it's time for mascara. I'm going to be using my Volume Million Lashes mascara by Loreal again, and lick the mascara out towards that darkness, make it look a bit more wing-like. Right, so I'm just going to clean the underneath with some concealer. So just dot in a tiny bit more concealer underneath. And so now onto cheeks. This is very, very bright and, well, not bright. This is very dark. I now want to put quite light colours on the cheeks, so not going too OTT. So I've already contoured, as you can see. So I just want a light hint of colour over the cheeks. So I'm going to be using this colour, and this is a product by Victoria Jackson. I bought the palette, not that fussy on the palette, but I do like that peachy pink colour there. Perfect for the day, and it's nothing too bright. So just a little bit on the brush, and I'm just going to apply that high in the apples of the cheeks. And then for the lips, I'm going to go for quite a nude colour. So this is Toffee Cup. This is Toffee Cup, and this is by Look Beauty. So I think it's from the magazine. It looks about the similar sort of writing and stuff. So just all on the lips. Quite nude, and then I'm going to go on top with my MAC Dazzle Glass. And this came out in the Coral collection with the Dazzlespheres. And they're kind of been out lately with the Ice collection. Just to put a bit of shimmer, and this has got a bit of gold glitter in it, not too much. Something to tie in with the eyes. And that's the look done. So, quite dramatic, quite dark, probably not that wearable, but hey, it's a character from a book. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Please keep watching actually, because I've got a new video coming up about Glossy Box. I don't know if you've ever seen Glossy Box, but this is my first month of subscribing to it, and I was going to show you guys because I was really excited about it and really impressed. So keep on watching, subscribe, comment, like, dislike, whatever you like, don't mind. It'd be nice to hear from you guys. So bye.